The late afternoon sun filtered through the garage windows, casting long shadows across Uncle Scott's workbench. T sat on an old wooden stool, her hands wrapped around a mug of sweet tea that had long gone cold. She'd been quiet for the better part of an hour, just watching him tinker with an old radio.
You know, T, I've been thinking about what you told me last week, about that therapist your friend recommended.
T's shoulders tensed immediately.
I don't really want to.
Hold on there, lass. I'm not pushing. I'm just thinking out loud with you.
He leaned against the workbench, his eyes kind but serious.
See, people always say practice makes perfect, and that sounds bonny, doesn't it?
She nodded reluctantly, her drawl soft and guarded.
I reckon so, but what's that got to do with.
But here's the thing, love. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent.
He picked up the radio, turning it over in his hands.
Every day we get up, we practice how to live, how to think about ourselves, how to handle the hard stuff, well, how to survive.
T felt her chest tighten, that familiar knot of anxiety.
I've been surviving just fine, thank you very much.
You have, lass. You've been surviving something fierce. But here's what I'm wondering. What exactly are you practicing every day? Because whatever it is, it's becoming permanent.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, let me ask you this. When something goes wrong, what's the first thing you tell yourself?
That. That it's probably my fault somehow. That I should have seen it coming, should have been better, should have.
And when someone gets close to you, really close, what happens then?
I. I start waiting for them to leave. Start pushing them away before they can hurt me worse. Lord, I sound pathetic.
Ye sound human, lass. You sound like someone who learned to survive something terrible. But here's the thing. You've been practicing survival for so long, it's become permanent. Even when you're safe now, even when you don't need those old ways anymore.
T looked up at him, tears threatening to spill.
But what if. What if I go to therapy and find out I really am as broken as I think I am? What if I can't handle it? What if I just fall apart completely?
Uncle Scott was quiet for a moment, then picked up a cracked piece of pottery from his workbench, something he'd been slowly gluing back together.
See this old vase? Found it in pieces in the garden. Been putting it back together bit by bit.
It's still cracked.
Aye, it is. But look here. Those cracks, they're not weak spots anymore. I fill them with gold, like they do in Japan. Kintsugi, they call it. The cracks are now the strongest part and the most beautiful.
T stared at the vase, its golden veins catching the afternoon light.
Therapy isn't about finding out you're broken, love. It's about learning that you've been whole all along, just with some cracks that need tending. And maybe it's time to practice something new. Instead of surviving, maybe practice healing. Instead of pushing people away, maybe practice letting them stay.
She was crying now, but somehow it felt different, cleaner.
I'm so scared, Uncle Scott. What if I practice the wrong things again?
Then we'll practice again, different this time. Practice makes permanent, aye, but you get to choose what you practice. And you don't have to practice alone, lass. That's what therapists are for. That's what friends are for.
You really think? You think I could be something other than just broken?
Oh, darling girl, I think you could be magnificent. But first, you need to practice believing it yourself.
She nodded slowly, wiping her eyes.
Maybe. Maybe I could call that therapist Monday. Just to see.
Aye, that sounds like good practice to me, lass. Real good practice indeed.